So the national under-17 footballers and coaching staff are back in Jamaica licking their wounds after getting knocked out at the first round of World Cup qualifying. And like clockwork, Coach Andrew Edwards is saying this and that, and horse is dead, and cow is fat, and God knows what. But let me sum it up to you, Coach. Your team was always lacking balance. In the 4 international warm-up games leading into the tournament, they conceded more than 2 goals per game. Now, after 3 months of extra intense preparation, they got in on the tournament proper and conceded more than 3, almost 4 goals per game. Do the maths, coach. Do the maths. Bigger picture, though. I hear the question being asked that since this crop of under-17s were so poor in this tournament, should we be still looking to accelerate their introduction into the local Premier League and ultimately into the senior national setup? Now, assuming that these are Jamaica's best available 16-year-olds, we don't have Brazil's or Argentina's or Germany's 16-year-olds. We have our 16-year-olds. And to ask if we are going to persist and invest in our best 16-year-olds is a question loaded with ignorance, myopia, and short-sightedness. The fact that the team overall had some poor results don't mean that all the players individually are poor. It could very well be that the team had good quality players, but was not organized properly to effectively exploit the qualities of these players. But the long and short of the argument and the answer to the question of should we still invest in these young players is emphatically yes. You must learn to look beyond your nose. The answer is yes. Yes, we must keep faith in our young players. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, we can, and yes, we must.